Davenport Shipley Eagles, coached by Greg Schroeder, and the Osceola Bulldogs, coached by Jason Selosny. BDS made its way to the final contest by defeating High Plains, Nebraska Lutheran, and top-seeded Cross County. The Bulldogs defeated Gilbert and third-seeded McCool Junction to earn the berth in the championship. As we enter this championship contest, please remember the outstanding sportsmanship you have displayed in the previous games of the tournament. Also, the officials of the Crossroads Conference remind you to wear your face covering throughout the contest. In advance, we thank you. The officials for this contest are Kyle Ropers, Grant Carter, and Eric Duker. Now let's meet all the players and coaches in the title game. First, the non-starters for BDS, the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 3, Raleigh Shipley. Number 5, Seth Stengel. Number 10, Jared Norman. Number 12, Zach Boynes. Number 13, Easton Butler. Number 14, Cameron Hoynes. Number 22, Tanner Bolte. Number 23, Eric Schroeder. And number 34, Adam House. And now the starters for the Eagles. At guard, the 5'11" senior, number 2, Dalton Blacksmith. At guard, 5'9" junior, number 4, Tyler Rowe. At guard, the 6' senior, number 11, Dave Carlson. At post, the 6'4" junior, number 24, Eli Dole. And at post, the 6'4" senior, number 33, Kyle Artisono. Head coach of the Eagles is Greg Schroeder, and his assistants are Zach Schlegel and Brent Hudson. And now the non-starters for Osceola, the home team on the scoreboard. Number 5, Xavier Blackburn. Number 10, Colton Hilliard. Number 14, Caleb Peterson. Number 15, Matt Demirs. Number 25, Creighton Strip. And number 33, Kate Benson. Let's meet the starting 5 for the Bulldogs. At guard, a 6' sophomore, number 3, Isaiah Zelazny. At guard, a 5' senior, number 11, Thad Rathfield. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 20, Wyatt Irvine. At forward, a 6'2" freshman, number 21, Kale Texas. Number 31, Carson Watts. Osceola is led by Jason Zelazny, and his assistants are Brett Webster, Bob Zelazny, and Matt Gillespie. At center court for the tip, number 24, Eli Dole for BDS, and number 20, Wyatt Irvine. From Osceola fans, we are ready, so let's play basketball.
Indeed, let's play. It is the CRC Tournament Finals on Strive TV. My name is Eric Holgett, Russ Ranch with me, and we've got a good one that would have been great on the gridiron. It's going to be fantastic on the basketball court as well. BDS in the black and Osceola in the white and orange just underway here, and it will be the Bulldogs working against the Eagle zone defense. Good wins for both these squads in the semifinals. For BDS, they took down number 1 seed Cross County, and for Osceola, upended the 3 seed in McCool Junction. Speaking of good football, there's Cross County and McCool Junction. McCool Junction, your 6-man state football champs. The CRC, they like their football too.
Yes, they do.
Sometimes we forget because we don't play a football championship for CRC, but man, they're pretty good at that. BDS looking on the block for Artisono. Soft touch from the big fella. And the first points of the game. Or excuse me, Eli Knoll. Other big fella, right?
Yeah. There's a couple of them out there.
A couple of guys that can light it up as well. Taking a look at Osceola's side, there's a long 2 that goes too long from Cale Gustafson. He's a freshman, averaging 14 points a contest. And Isaiah Zelazny's a sophomore, averaging 18 a game. Onto the block, there Artisono catches one. And out and around against the man-to-man defense for the Bulldogs. Grote looking onto the block. Nice up and under, a little hesitation, and Artisono does get that one. I correctly identify Kyle now. And 4-0 BDS on top early.
Yep, got a little fortunate there. Looked like they might have had a turnover, but Artisono made a nice save to save the possession.
Russ, you were looking at both these teams' season records so far, just a couple of losses each, but it's also of note that both teams, like the teams they're losing to, are really good teams.
Very, very, very good teams out there. Milford, you know, even the teams that played in the semifinals, very, very good teams on that they'd lost to as well. And both these teams actually here got revenge wins in the semifinals.
Right. McCool had defeated Osceola earlier this year. BDS had fallen to Cross County, so both those teams got revenge in the tournament action. But similar in what we just saw with the girls' game, it will be interesting to see. You know, this first quarter, hey, adrenaline's flowing, everybody's moving, everybody's hyped up for it's a championship game. Second quarter, things will probably settle in a little bit. Somewhere mid-third quarter, though, everybody's legs are kind of going to go a little bit Jello-like. And the team that can kind of forge their way through that and get that second wind in the fourth quarter is probably going to be the team that comes out with this victory. Yeah,
I think we definitely saw that in the girls' game. I think the Meridian Lady Mustangs just a little bit wore out towards the end of that.
And of course, this is the closest you're going to get to a state tournament feel. You're actually going to get more break this year at the state than what you would get at the CRC tournament. Thanks, Mother Nature. But that's the way it's going to go for this year. Long possession here for the Eagles. Good defense by Osceola not to give up anything easy. Finally, a drive to the hoop, forced shot, and then a foul on the rebound. Tyler Grote finally said, you know, I can get my way to the hoop. Got there, but maybe got a little too far underneath there and then picks up the foul afterwards.
Yep, he needed to go one step sooner to shoot, but he couldn't because of the defense, and one step further would have been a travel and a turnover.
Cameron Hoynes first off the bench for BDS. We mentioned Grote, though. There's a reason he wanted to try to get to the hoop. 24 points in the game last night against Cross County. Gustafson and Zlazny playing catch. Now Zlazny dribbles into the wing. Watts stuffed. Good defense by Artisono. And then a three lined up and knocked down by Isaiah Zlazny. The sophomore averages 18 points a contest. That was a three-pointer. 4-3.
I thought that was Watts.
Nope. And at the other end, a turnover. Dalton Kleinschmidt there to pick up a loose ball. He will go coast to coast before he has it blocked out by Zlazny. It will stay with BDS. Speaking of football, Osceola great on their own last fall, but the previous fall, along with High Plains, a D2 championship or D1 championship over Burwell.
Yeah, so, conference foes and then partners, and now back to conference foes again.
Yep. Kleinschmidt up top. Russ, BDS without some key contributors, so kind of some holdover stuff from the football season. It's a good drive by Grote. Can't get it to go, but some guys that would normally be out there banged up during the football season. So for some, getting some things taken care of for the future. For others, it's just not going to happen at this point in their year.
Yeah. Schlegel for BDS, he's had some knee surgery. He's preparing for football at Concordia next year, and Eric Schroeder injured his foot, and the Eagles are hoping to have him back before postseason play begins.
Easton Weber into the ball game for BDS. Lots of action, slow going on the scoring so far. Still just 4-3, and we're past the halfway point of the first period. Of course, the Crossroads Conference tournaments usually being participated at the York City Auditorium, as they have been for a number of years, but the old girl's getting a facelift. Looking forward to seeing what the inside looks like when all is said and done. I know it's been a long time coming, and the city of York had a lot of decisions to make. What do we do with this building? It's got a great historical value, but it's also kind of old, and you know, things needed to be updated, and hopefully it's a really good thing that they decided to invest the money to get the building updated, the CRC tournament, volleyball, basketball, some other events, a lot of big events go on. York High School graduation's usually there at the auditorium as well. So will be good to see the old girl with a new face come next year.
Great venue to watch a game in.
Good defense for Osceola on one end and good defense for BDS on the other end. It might be the first team to 30 will win this game, Ross. We're going to see, we've got really good athletes on both ends to be able to defend both each other's good athletes on the other end.
Yeah, it's going to be tough inside, getting anything inside. Both teams playing real physical right now.
The Hoynes boys, Cameron and Zach, both on the floor right now. That's Kleinschmidt on the near side. Now Cameron Hoynes with it, top of the key. Pokes free, Zelazny the steal. Foot race with Kleinschmidt, Zelazny the layup. Isaiah's got all 5 for Osceola here in the first quarter. Minute and a half off the clock there before Zelazny with the steal and layup on that offensive possession for BDS.
Yeah, quick hands there for Osceola to knock the ball away.
Hoynes misfires, Zelazny will bring it up for the Bulldogs. Gustafson at the high post. Zelazny got an ISO on the left side, but can't get the layup to go, and a foul on the rebound is going to go against Cale Gustafson.
I've got that as number 2.
Number 2 for the team, and number 1 for, or is that both on? Shows weight. There, yeah, it is both on Gustafson. So 2 fouls here in the first quarter for the freshman. He will go to the bench.
I don't have a number 5 that just checked in the program.
Not at all.
BDS trying to force things inside, and the ball's getting knocked away. They got to make better passes at this point.
BDS got a couple of early baskets from the big fellas in the paint, but nothing since. Zelazny has all 5 for Osceola. Good pass on the backside, but a double dribble is the call. Wyatt Urban, a junior, had a good cut on the backside, good pass, maybe just a little bit over the fingertips, and Urban had to try to catch it twice, if you will. Sub in for Osceola comes Creighton Sterrup. Dalton Kleinschmidt back in for BDS. Osceola fans, if you know who number 5 is, could you like tweet me or Facebook me? Twitter, allgood_Eric, or Strife Sports if you already follow us there. Knoll back in the game, and Eli Knoll, that's how he started the game. Soft touch with the left hand. He's got 4 of BDS's 6 points, and probably one final possession here for Osceola in the first period.
Nice look. He looked off the defender there a little bit, and so the defender couldn't jump, and he got the shot up and put it in.
So Zelazny wants to go to work now, gets a screen to the high post, pulls up and splashes it home. He is smooth. This would count at the buzzer, but will not fall. End of 1, Osceola 7, BDS 6. Buckle up, folks. We got a dandy coming from Shelby Rising City. We'll be back to the Husky Dome after this.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.
He's not even on the roster. Okay.
Problem solved.
Yep. Thank you, Twitter.
Yes.
Hey, oh, Jackson, you got to tell me when we're back, man. I can't be talking like that on the air. Xavier Blackburn, number 5. Thank you, Brett Harrell, for tweeting me. I appreciate it. And Twitter, social media comes through in a positive light again. Thank you.
Yes.
7-6 our score. BDS trailing Osceola in the boys CRC Tournament Championship. Tough going for both offenses. If you're scoring points, you're going to earn it tonight.
That's for sure. And Urban just missed kind of an easy shot there for Osceola.
On the near side, that's Grote onto the block for Knoll, who got deep in the paint again. Eli Knoll with 6 points here in the early going for BDS, and they're back in front.
Nice post move inside. Good strong move.
Zelazny drives and kicks out. Gustafson with the 2 fouls back in there. He's got it in the wing now. And Zelazny's 3 no good. Knoll the rebound. Here come the Eagles, leading by 1. Onto the block. Artisono looking underneath, has it blocked away. Big time defense from Urban. Bulldogs looking to retake the lead now. Urban high post. In and out. Grote the rebound. I mentioned Tyler, 24 last night in the semifinal win over Cross County. Scoreless so far in the first quarter and a third. Carlson near wing. And Urban battling with Artisono in the paint, got that pass deflected.
Yep, they're definitely looking inside. They think that's where their advantage is at and are trying to use it.
There's definitely some beefiness to the big fellas in the paint for BDS. Not sure there's too much of a height difference, but definitely physical prowess. This might be a little bit of a mismatch with Knoll guarded by Gustafson. That would be one that the Eagles would be wise to go back to if they can.
You know, but Gustafson didn't back down from him that last time. You know, he stayed right there and bodied him up.
Another long possession and a reach-in foul. I think they're going to get Zelazny for that. That'll be the first on Isaiah. The third on Osceola. Gustafson, we mentioned, has the other 2 for the Bulldogs. Kleinschmidt drives, kicks, Grote, baseline. Hesitates, lets the defense move away. Can't get the shot though, and another foul on Grote. So now Tyler Grote has 2 fouls here in the first half. Zach Hoyne's going to come in for Tyler.
14 foul for BDS.
Grote questioning the call there a little bit, thought he had all ball when he tried to tie him up.
Tyler was questioning, but Coach Schroeder's like, no, that's a foul. You can't do that. I'll call that foul on you.
And they have kind of called some of that reaching or grabbing tonight anyway.
Backdoor lob, well executed. The pass from Zelazny to Gustafson. And the freshman is on the board. Other end, it's blocked by Zelazny, but controlled by Hoynes. Eagles basketball down 1. Another 3 from the near side, bounces off the back. Urban, the rebound. Zelazny with his drive all the way and a blocking foul called.
Zach Hoynes, I believe, going to get called for.
Zach's first, the 5th team foul on the Eagles. So Zelazny will shoot 2. Zelazny and Gustafson combined for 32 points a game, and they've got all of them for Osceola so far.
And 32 may win it tonight.
That might be it. 11-8 with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Nice catch, good finish. Wow, that was a fastball, and Artisona was able to snag it and then redirect it around the defense for the lay-in.
I thought it was past him or going to get past him, but no, that great hands.
Stick him on there, didn't he? Jeez.
Yep, Lester Hayes.
Gustafson turns, Zelazny mishandled it, and a turnover. Here come the Eagles, trailing by 1, halfway through the second quarter. Kleinschmidt near wing. Knoll working hard in the post, couldn't get it that time. Kleinschmidt pops up the 3. Zelazny the board. Here come the Bulldogs.
Fans looking for a walk.
Yep. Thad Rathjen drew the ire of the BDS bench that time. Zelazny says, that's all right, I got you. 3-point basket for Zelazny, his second 3 of the game. 5 points in the quarter, 12 for the game for Zelazny. Yes, Osceola still just has 14 as a team. And then Knoll is just, he's kind of unstoppable right now for BDS. When he's got it within 5 feet of the hoop, it's in.
We played 13 minutes and only 4 people have scored in the game. 2 for each team.
Rathjen back to Watts on the far side. Carson pulls up at the elbow and knocks it down. That's a good example of the reverse broadcaster jinx.
There you go.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're learning.
I pay attention when you teach.
4-point Bulldog lead. Hoynes a quick 3. Zelazny the rebound. Hesitates, gets to the rim, can't finish though. Kleinschmidt the rebound for BDS. Knoll wants the lob down low. The defense comes anyway, and he got it up and in. And he just went. Eli Knoll's just like, give me the basketball. I don't care how you get it down here. Just get it down here.
Nice soft touch there. It looked like the defenders had good position, but just strong enough to get it up to the hoop.
Gustafson drives, had it stripped, and then Zelazny tries to steal it back, and we're going to get a foul on BDS. Zach Hoynes, the guilty party.
Zelazny with an alert play there. Kind of saw BDS was taking good care of the basketball and just kind of snuck in and stole it.
He is really quick, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
My goodness. Like even just taking a defensive rebound, it's like 2 quick dribbles and he's at half court and he's just about a full step faster than everybody else. Sometimes he attacks, sometimes he waits, but always makes you think about it. Misplay on the inbounds, though, is a turnover back to BDS. Osceola a little careless with it there.
I have the turnovers even at 5 apiece.
1:10 to go. There's Knoll on the block again. Spin into his left hand, and he has not missed one of those tonight. That is 6 made field goals and 12 points for Eli Knoll. BDS has tied it back up. Under a minute to go, first half.
Coach Zelazny on Gustafson telling him to defend him better. Well, he gets pretty deep.
Urban's 3 no good. Kleinschmidt the rebound. Coach Schroeder's like, how should he get it? No, he can't get it. if Zelazny picks the pocket of Kleinschmidt and lays it in. So he had 7 in the first quarter. He's got 7 in the second quarter. Consistency from the young fella. Just a sophomore. Osceola by 2. BDS content for one final possession here in the first half. As the gym rings out here in Shelby. And that time a reach. And that'll be 2 on Zelazny. So Osceola has 2 on Zelazny and 2 on Gustafson as they'll get ready for the second half here in just a little bit. Coach Greg Schroeder for BDS wants a 30-second timeout, and we do as well. We're going to take a timeout and be back for the final 5 seconds of the first half right after this.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.
So the final 5 seconds here of the first half. BDS will inbound it there on the far sideline. Gonna check on Owen's camera work, make sure we can see this whole thing. Grote on the inbounds. To Hoynes, the step back 3, it bounces off the side, and that is how we will end the first half of play. Osceola 18, BDS 16. 3 touchdowns, no conversions for the Bulldogs. BDS with 2 touchdowns and 2 conversions. That's about right where we're sitting at here at halftime.
Yeah, and it has been kind of a football game. I mean, it's been well played, but it's definitely physical down there.
So Bulldogs by 2, halftime break. We'll come back for some halftime stats, talk a little bit about the girls' championship game that was contested a little while ago. We'll talk about that coming up at the half of the CRC basketball tournament.
Today, we're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together. It's thanks to you.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose. Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
The only thing more surprising than our variety of name brand snacks is the variety of people who walk through our front doors. And at this point, nothing you ask for surprises us. From tube chips, tri-cornered tortilla crisps, icing bluffs, pressurized buttery corn puffs, meat missiles, small people covered in sour crystals, protein cocoon, pizza chews, tree sprites, chocolate stripes, stuff we can't advertise. Sweet, salty, also sour, adolescent jet power. No matter who you are or what you're craving, we got it. Pump up your day at Pumpin' Pantry.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road. Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Back here in Shelby for halftime with the boys CRC Tournament Championship. Osceola leading BDS 18-16. Earlier tonight in the girls championship game, it was Cross County defeating Meridian 40-27. We're talking, it was Cross County's third straight girls team championship, winning basketball last year, volleyball in the fall, and now basketball again this year. A good effort from the Cougars tonight as they got 14 from Erica Stratman and 17 from Cheyenne Anderson off the bench to lead their charge. Here at the half, BDS and Osceola, I know we've probably made too much mention of it. It looks like football, but it's really good athletes and a couple really good basketball players right now, and it's just tough. Like we've said it many times, if you're getting a basket to go in, you have earned it because that's a good defender you're working on.
Yes, yes, and everything is contested, you know, and I'm sure each coach had basic instructions. Coach Schroeder says we've got to stop Zelazny, and Coach Zelazny said we've got to stop Knoll. You know, and that's simple as that. But I'm guessing if you looked at the made shot chart for BDS, that every shot would be within 5 foot of the basket.
Well, Eli Knoll has 12. Kyle Ardisono has 4. Kyle doesn't shoot it from very far away, and we know Eli doesn't. So, yeah, the shot chart for BDS is very, very close to the rim right now. For Osceola, Zelazny 14, Gustafson and Watts each have 2. Also of note, as we begin the second half, Zelazny and Gustafson each with 2 fouls. That kind of hurt Gustafson perhaps a little bit in that second quarter. Knoll started to get a little bit more touches. He was like, hey, just give me the ball. Let me go to work on this kid. And he started to feel it a little bit there. We'll see if that happens the same way. Also, Knoll kind of goes left. We'll see if Coach Zelazny notices that and says, hey, make him go right. So let's see what happens once.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see if they attack that, you know, and try and get that third on Gustafson, because he's given up. Well, they got him on Ardisono to start hit the second half, it looks like. Urban on Knoll.
That is Ardisono up top. Swinging around for Dalton Kleinschmidt. Knoll down low, high low with Ardisono. 2 free throws coming for Kyle.
Looks like pretty simple. BDS wants to attack Gustafson, the freshman.
Carson Watts with a foul, his first and the team's first of the half. I guess we have a point from outside of 5 feet for BDS, right?
Yes. No defender leaning on him, though.
Well, yeah, that's true. Zelazny with it, goes to the high post for Urban. In and out pass, blocked, right back to him though. Watts for 3. And Kleinschmidt will let that one, or Grote, excuse me, will let that one go out of bounds. Speaking of fouls, Tyler Grote, 2 fouls in the first half and scoreless for BDS. He had 24 last night in the semifinal win over Cross County.
Yeah, BDS is going to have to find something outside. You know, they just can't keep going inside and inside. They're going to have to do that to open things up.
That was a really good look. That was halfway down for Grote before it spit it back out. Here come the Bulldogs, leading by 1 and scoreless so far here in the second half. Gustafson goes to work, kicks it back out. Watts near side for Urban on the post, turns, strong move, too strong with the shot, but an offensive rebound for Rafton. Zelazny on the 3, yes. Isaiah Zelazny with 17 here now, and it is a 3-point Bulldog lead. 4-point, excuse me, math is bad today.
It's okay, you've been messing with a lot of numbers today, I'm guessing.
On to the block, Ardisono, good position on Gustafson, and he gets the basket. And you're right, the Coach Schroeder is like, whoever Kyle Gustafson is guarding should be on the block. That's the game plan right now for BDS. Watts near side. Urban catches it deep in the post himself, but his turnaround won't fall. And the defensive rebound for Ardisono. Well, that defense that time on Knoll, just 4 defenders within 5 feet of him, and Knoll travels with it that time. But boy, he just thought about sliding down the lane on the last swing into the corner, and the entire Osceola defense went with him.
Yeah, he was surrounded. There wasn't anything he was going to do if he could get the ball, but he was no way he was going to get it.
Cameron Hoynes spotting the shooting sleeve on the right arm and the best hair on the court is into the ball game. And a travel there on Zelazny. Give it back to BDS.
So you like that hair, huh?
I'm jealous.
No.
I don't have the wavy locks to pull that off. It would be a straight, awkward looking mess if I went with a mullet. Pretty sure my wife wouldn't like it either.
Yeah,
my 8-year-old might enjoy it. Good feed from Groats. Artisono with a finish. So Artisono, after Knoll takes most of the scoring in the first half, now it's all Artisono here in the second half. Urban, high post. Yes. Wyatt Urban, his first points of the game right there, pushes the Osceola back in front by 2.
Kind of a lost part of the game anymore. Kids shooting 15-footers. It's either they want the 3 or they want the dunk, and good shot there.
Just watch the play in the post. It's pretty entertaining. Knoll pops up the 3, can't get it. Urban the rebound. There comes Zelazny. Pushes it for Urban. Back to Isaiah, who lays it in. 19 points for Isaiah Zelazny of his team's 25. Hoynes at the other end, his 3 won't go. Watch the rebound. That pass off the foot of Tyler Groats, and it will stay with Osceola. Reminder that the 3rd place boys game is going on the Osceola channel right now. Inbounds, Urban got that one. BDS caught with their hands down on defense that time.
And he got lost. There was kind of a mishmash of people there, and he got through it all and got the wide open shot, pushed the lead to 6.
About the biggest lead we've seen for either squad in this ball game, and a timeout for Coach Schroeder and the Eagles. We're going to take a timeout as well. Come back to Shelby after this.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Just past the halfway point of the 3rd quarter, Osceola 27, BDS 21. Scoring has picked up a little bit, Russ. I think we can get to 30 and be comfortable at that point.
Yes, I
that we're
believe
going to get
so.
beyond 30 now for the game. We were kind of worried about that in the first half. BDS with a lob down low. Artisono fouled by Urban. We were talking during that timeout for BDS, you would really like to see somebody besides the post guys get going. At the same time, for Coach Schroeder, you could also go, we cannot end a possession without it going to the post.
Yeah, that's a great point, but they've got to make some outside shots, because if they're not going to make an outside shot, the defense is just going to be able to collapse on those 2 big guys, Knoll and Artisono.
Right now, Artisono has still 5 points in the quarter for BDS. And we've seen Osceola, sure, Zelazny already has 5 in the quarter, but he's also got Wyatt Urban with another 4. And so a little bit more balance coming to Osceola is helping out things.
And that is, you get other people contributing, you know, and that's what BDS needs at this point.
So a 5-point Bulldog lead, and now BDS into a zone look. So we'll see how Coach Jason Zlosny and Isaiah and the rest of the Bulldogs will handle this and what the offensive set will look like. Gustafson at the high post for Isaiah Zlosny. And the rebound right through everybody and back out. Gustafson tracks it down. Always against his own. Skip pass, ball movement, picking your spots on when the dribble drive comes. Down the low block for Gustafson. Can't get the shot though, and the defensive rebound for Knoll. The freshman averages 14 a game. He's only got 4 here tonight. I think he's got 2 tonight.
Zlosny making up for that though tonight with his effort.
Kleinschmidt left alone, didn't take the 3. Back out and around Grote on the far wing. Eagles down 5. Kleinschmidt, this time he'll catch it, shoot it in rhythm. No good though. And a foul on the rebound. Urban grabbed it. Artisono with a foul. Artisono's first personal foul. First foul on BDS in the second half. One thing of note, BDS has gone about, 2 or 3 deep to the bench. Xavier Blackburn has played for about, 2 minutes in the first half. I think he's the only sub in the game, or has
Stirrup played for just a short bit too.
Yeah, so very limited subs for Osceola. Again, the legs, we're playing 3 games in 3 days. Mentally and physically, that's tough. And a short bench makes it a little tougher sometimes.
Yeah. But you're not seeing a fast-paced game quite as much. That girls' game was a little bit more fast-paced, which kind of affected things. Cross County got out. The girls got out loose a couple times. And
Grote, he'll try a 3 from the right side of the key. No. Zlosny the rebound, brings it quickly ahead. Splits the defense and lays it in. 21 points in the game for Isaiah Zlosny. So far, he has scored 7 in each of the 3 quarters.
Somebody's got to stop the ball there, pretty quick.
7-point lead for the Bulldogs, their largest lead of the game. Knoll through the double team, got it on the arm, and he'll shoot a pair.
Did he get bailed out there or not?
I thought defense, of course I'm clear up here, but I thought the defense came across his arm, but Bulldog fans thought maybe not. That was tough for the official underneath because he was really behind Knoll that time, but it was the official on the near wing, basically right in front of the BDS bench, that made the call. The foul, by the way, was on Rathjen.
Yes, and Knoll had kind of pushed his way in there. He didn't blow the defender up or anything, but he did kind of move his way in there.
And as the saying goes, ball don't lie.
Yep.
6-point Bulldog lead. Minute 5 to go, 3rd quarter. Gustafson, turnaround, no. Knoll the rebound. BDS looking for anything outside of the paint, or at this point, if it's got to be in the paint, that's good too. It's just got to go through the hoop. Hoynes lines it up. Well, it was right on target, just a little off with the distance. Now a scramble on the rebound, and Artisono able to track it down. Kleinschmidt drives, kicks.
Good hustle by both BDS big men there going after the ball.
Kleinschmidt will step back, left it short. Hoynes offensive rebound. Knoll for 3. That's an air ball, but right to Artisono. And Kyle still has all of the BDS points in the quarter, and the Eagles down 4. Final 5 seconds, 3rd period. Urban, 3-2, Watts takes it just off, and that's the end of the 3rd. Osceola just a little bit rushed there at the end. Bulldogs, though, lead at 29-25, going to the 4th after this.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Sweet Caroline ringing out on the speakers here in Shelby tonight for the CRC Tournament Championships. Hey, if I can, I'm going to turn it up for that. That's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I was hoping you weren't turning my mic up for me to sing.
No.
That's what I was worried about. Thank you.
Not at all. Osceola 29, BDS 25 as we get ready for the final 8 minutes of regulation. BDS, outside of the paint, outside of the big fellas, it has quite literally been no-go. No points outside of Knoll and Artisono in the post. For Osceola, Isaiah Zelazny has scored 7 points in each quarter so far. He got a little help from Wyatt Urban there in that second period, or that third period. And just incrementally right now, Osceola is just 1 point, and then they're 1 point, and then they were 2 points better. So this is a 4-point lead going to the fourth quarter. Certainly not out of the, not very much a game still going, right? But we've got some blood timeout, actually. I watched wrestling all day in New York, but now we've got blood in the basketball game because we have to get out the special cleaner. Russ, you made note. That was for Osceola, actually.
Yes, I just noticed that Thad Rathjen took off for the locker room right after the third quarter ended, and Xavier Blackburn checked in, and I guess we found out what it was for.
Yep, some blood somewhere down there on the floor underneath the BDS hoop, so that's been cleaned up. Why we had a little extra of a breather there. And it will be Osceola basketball to start the fourth quarter.
And like you mentioned, the depth that Osceola has played pretty much 5 guys all night. See if BDS will attack the new player, Xavier Blackburn.
Urban's got it to high post. By the way, BDS looks like they're back to man-to-man or kind of a box and one there. They might be box and one on Zelazny right now. It's kind of what it looks like. Man up, Caden Carlson on Zelazny, and the other 4, bit of a zone look. To Gustafson on the block. His turnaround strong. Watts lands hard on his back, and they're going to stop the game for that. Pops up, though, does Carson. He will have to come out of the game since they stopped it for him.
Not sure if BDS a little unhappy they had a wide open man for as Kleinschmidt was breaking free down the court, and the official stopped.
Yep. Yeah, that's a tough one. Usually, if it's somebody loses a shoe on defense, you let that go, but Watts was up high, crashed hard, and
he did land hard. There was definitely, it wasn't like my belly or anything hitting the floor. It was definitely bone hitting.
Yeah. So Watts, though, back to the bench. By the way, also back to the bench is Rathjen, sporting the same blood stoppage up in your nose as you'd see it with the wrestler. So again, I'm with deja vu all over again. Rathjen coming back in, that right nostril plugged up. That does affect your breathing a little bit, by the way. And in for just the split second there was Colton Newyear. And now Carson Watts jogging along the back behind the Osceola bench.
Looks like rubbing his tailbone there. Is that what he was?
Yeah, he is at the score bench, checked back in. He'll be ready to go next dead ball. Artisono on the block, can't get the first. Knoll with a rebound, finishes, and one. Eli Knoll is an excitable young man right now.
He always is excitable.
He has got 15 points and has brought his team back to within 2. Watts back in the game. That is 3, by the way, on Cale Gustafson. So the freshman in the post with 3 personal fouls. Eli Knoll with 16 points. His compadre in the post, Artisono, has the other 12 for BDS. Gustafson draws the offensive foul. Artisono stood in there, and Gustafson just picked up foul number 4.
And that really isn't Gustafson's fault. The pass led him in. You know, I think we talked about it during the girls' game. They led a pass right into the defender, and the defender was standing there waiting.
Yep, good defensive read to know where that cut was coming and being able to stand there. So BDS with a chance after trailing by 7, chance to take the lead on this possession here, minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Grote for Kleinschmidt. Watt says, you can shoot that. Dalton pulls up, still can't hit that. Zelazny on the run out on the rebound, looking to attack, hangs, no, but he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
Doesn't play like a sophomore, does he?
Boy, not. I mean, the perfect coach's kid, right? But the perfect thing of chin up, seeing the floor, even at full speed like that. And he's not slow by any stretch of the imagination.
He isn't.
Nice handle, good low dribble. I mean,
strong.
Yeah.
Strong with the ball.
When you teach them, that's how you teach them, and you hope they learn it like that.
Yes, exactly.
3-point lead for Osceola. 23 points in the game for Zelazny. Artisono far corner. Knoll on the block. Spins into a double team and through it and finishes. 17 for Eli Knoll. BDS within 1. Ah, this feels like a CRC championship game now, doesn't it?
This would be a dandy in the auditorium.
Oh, man. With some pep bands and the smell of popcorn and Valentino's pizza. Maybe it's my mask, that's why I can't smell it. Nope, I can't smell it up here. Spot up the 3 for Zelazny, no, but he tracks down his own rebound, and his follow is good. Osceola back in front by 3.
Didn't box out on the shot.
Artisono to Hoynes, and now in the corner for Grote. Leave into the corner, Artisono, oh, tracked it down, and then an ankle rolled under for Kyle. You can hear the Osceola crowd on the far side with a sound of concern, but up and back on it quick.
Boy, I thought he grabbed his knee there for a little bit.
And he's going to come out and check it over real quick anyway.
You know, the last few possessions, BDS has actually pulled Artisono out around the 3-point line trying to isolate Knoll, so maybe not a bad deal if they got another 3-point shooter out there.
BDS boxing 1 on the defense as they're trying to man up on Zelazny with Kleinschmidt right now. Watts will spot a 3. It's off, but Urban there for an offensive rebound, but spins back into the defense. Zelazny, yes! 28 points in the game for Isaiah Zelazny. 36-30 with 4:15 to go.
They've lost him twice.
Knoll has it poked free by Zelazny. Watts the steal. Watts. Offensive foul. Xavier Blackburn coming in. Replaces Sterup in the lineup. Timeout, BDS. Coach Schroeder going to take a timeout here. He'll have 2 remaining for the game. Osceola has all 5 left. So it's a 30-second timeout. Let's recap things here, Russ. End of the first quarter, we kind of build it in the pregame as, hey, this would be a great football matchup, and then it was 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. So Osceola kicked the extra point. BDS missed on theirs. And it was tough going. Like, man, the big fellas down low had the points then, and they still have them now for BDS. But it was 4 from Knoll and 2 from Artisono. Zlozny had all 7 for Osceola in that first quarter. Similar score in that second quarter. We got a little bit more rhythm. The score of the second quarter was 11-10, so it was 18-16 at half. Got a little bit more rhythm, it felt like, at times in the third quarter, but the final score of the quarter was 11-9. So far in the fourth quarter, it's Osceola 7 and BDS 5. So this is about the most rhythm we've had all night.
Yes, it is.
For both teams.
And the paces seem to have picked up here the last little bit. I don't know. Of course, Osceola got free for a couple easy shots.
Rathjen still battling a bloody nose, and so Gustafson with the 4 fouls is going to have to come back in.
And they're going to put Gustafson on Cameron Hoynes, it appears, so he will not be
in the paint.
Yep.
Well, you also, if you're BDS, you have Artisono on the bench with a ankle/leg injury of some sort. He got rolled up as he was trying to track down a ball in the far corner. So that doesn't hurt Osceola as much. And Hoynes, finally, from outside, a three-pointer goes. Cameron Hoynes with the first points not by Eli Knoll or Kyle Artisono for BDS, and it's a three-point game. Gustafson, yes. The freshman with 4 fouls, and his last one was an offensive foul. Didn't hesitate to turn into the paint that time to get the basket. 5-point Bulldog lead. Grote down the lane with the right hand, no. Zlozny the rebound. Coast to coast with the right hand, good, and a foul. Make it 30 in the game for Isaiah Zlozny, and he's not done yet. 8-point lead. This is the biggest lead of the game for Osceola. And a big-time answer, Tyler Grote. Just needed to see one go in from outside. Back-to-back threes that each trip down the floor for BDS. The lead is back to 5.
BDS may need to consider start fouling so they don't have to get to the 1-and-1 and too late.
Right, only 3 fouls whistled against BDS so far in this half. So you certainly can, at least as long as it's not on a shot, you can afford to play very physical. Zlozny again. 34 points for the sophomore. Grote flips it back to Knoll, who has it blocked by Urban. Artisono back in the game, snatches the rebound though. Grote, baseline, to the rim. Too strong. Expecting a lot of contact. He actually had Gustafson step back away from it. Grote a little off balanced.
Yep, Gustafson was just going to give him the shot.
Now an 8-point game with 1:45 and a timeout for Osceola. We will step aside as well. Come back with us to Shelby after this for the CRC Tournament Championship.
Truck Center Companies, keeping America's truck industry on the road.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Osceola 44, BDS 36. All right, you know, because I'm a media guy, I could check on stuff like that. It's okay. 34 points for Isaiah Zelazny. The CRC tournament record is 43 by Lance Lawson of Exeter against Bradshaw in 1989. And Watts fouled quickly, and like you mentioned, Russ, BDS is going to have to do some fouling right now just to put Osceola at the line. That is the first on Cameron Hoynes and just the fourth on the Eagles. Dalton Kleinschmidt going to come in. Tyler Grote will check out. And a foul on Hoynes.
A little quicker on the whistle there. Things got a little heated after that last one.
Yep. Easton Weber and Zach Hoynes both in there now. Eli Knoll comes out, so that's 5 team fouls. Oh, that was really close to an over and back on Zelazny. I guess he didn't have it in the front court. Only had 1 foot down when he caught it. So you got to have 2 across. That was dangerous, though.
Yeah.
So now that's 6 team fouls. So the next one would be a bonus. And there it is.
I'm not sure that's the guy they want to foul.
Yeah.
At this point.
With the 1-and-1, though, it will let Grote and Hoynes and Knoll back into the game. So 43 points is probably safe for tonight, unless we get a whole lot of free throws coming up in the next minute and a half.
Yep.
But still, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see what the total is. 1-and-1 here. If you're scratching it out at home, that's 35 unofficially, but at least Russ and I both confer on that.
If you're wrong, it's on you and that pretty pen you got there with the multicolored pen.
Right, the blue ink is always right. So that would be 36 and a 10-point lead. If you're keeping track at home, that's BDS 36, Zelazny 36, the rest of Osceola 10. Grote nearly traveled with it, gets it to Hoynes, and then a reach-in foul on Zelazny. The third on Isaiah. Just is that 6 or is that 7? It does look like that is number 7 on Osceola, so a 1-and-1 coming here for Cameron Hoynes. But you know what's really almost ridiculous to think about? Lance Lawson scored 43 points in the game. He also has the record for the most field goals, which is 20. Now, we had a 3-point line in '89. Did he just make 3 free throws and 22s? Like, holy cow. I need the box score from that. I need an in-depth box score from Lance Lawson, Exeter versus Bradshaw in '89. And Zelazny comes up gimpy.
He hit the floor kind of hard after the inbounds play.
Holding that left shoulder. Gustafson will shoot the 1-and-1 here. Martisona the rebound. So a 9-point game, minute 10 to go. Got to happen fast for BDS. Kleinschmidt, long 3. Artisono snatches the rebound.
Going to agree with the Osceola fans that there might have been an over the back there on Artisono.
Noel lines up the three, can't get it. Grote to the rim, that spins in. Foul there in the backcourt. Hoynes gets caught by the official. Everybody's okay. Speaking of okays, Losny is about to check back in for Osceola.
Checking in for Osceola, number 3, Isaiah Losny. At the lane to 1-1, Caleb Gustafson.
Two shots from here on out for Osceola.
And the back end of the 1-and-1. Bulldogs just went 5 of 6 on the 3 1-and-1 opportunities. That's how you try to close out a championship. Artisono on the block. Yes. Timeout BDS. Artisono with 14 points in the game and a timeout for BDS. 7-point game. 30 seconds to go. It's been fun here tonight, Russ. I agree, though. This would be a lot more fun in the auditorium.
Yes, how as enclosed as that is and as noisy as that gets, it would be a rumbling right now.
Would have had the pep bands in a normal year, so yep. we will wait. We will be patient. We will do our diligence. Everybody stay safe, and hopefully next year we can be back in the auditorium.
Absolutely.
By the way, hats off to the ADs and superintendents of the Crossroads Conference. That's called putting the plan together on the fly, because not only did they lose out on the York Auditorium, they kind of knew that a little while ago, but it was kind of late in the game that York College of the Freeman Center was going to be a possible place to play the tournament as a standalone place. And then York College said, no, we're not comfortable with that right now. And so it kind of got late in the game, and well, then home sites became a thing, and then Mother Nature came in with a snowstorm, and here we are playing on a Saturday instead of Friday night. Watts fouled there. He'll go to the line for a double bonus.
Yeah, Mother Nature probably made it worse. You know, they had things probably set up with the home sites, but then when she stepped in for those 2 days, that definitely messed things up.
Record snowfall. I just want to make sure we have this on the recording. Record snowfall on Monday, pretty much all day. I scooped my driveway 3 times Monday, and it didn't look like I touched it Tuesday morning. And then the wind blew a little bit, so we got some drifting. A lot of schools were out Monday and Tuesday. Some even still had either a late start or no school on Wednesday still. So yeah, it's been a week for everybody for sure. And Zlozny snatches that rebound over the top of everybody.
BDS got what they wanted, 2 missed free throws, but then did not check out. Simple things sometimes is all.
Yep.
All it takes.
.38 in the game tonight for Isaiah Zlozny. Not going to quite be a record effort, but pretty darn good. And the Bulldogs of Osceola, after the 3 there from Tyler Grote, looks like they are
Kleinschmidt.
Or Kleinschmidt hit that one, excuse me. Dalton's first points of the night right there. And then final timeout here for BDS.
The only thing more surprising than our variety of name brand snacks is the variety of people who walk through our front doors. And at this point, nothing you ask for surprises us. From tube chips, tri-cornered tortilla crisps, icing bluffs, pressurized buttery corn puffs. Meat missiles, small people covered in sour crystals. Protein cocoon, pizza chews, tree sprites, chocolate stripes. Stuff we can't advertise. Sweet, salty, also sour. Adolescent jet power. No matter who you are or what you're craving, we got it. Pump up your day at Pumpin' Pantry.
So the final 12 seconds of this ball game, Osceola leading 51-45. You know, I guess it's not out of the entire realm of possibility, but a whole lot of crazy things have to happen.
And we've seen it. It's happened, but it's going to be tough.
Gustafson to inbound. Get it into Rathjen. Thad will go to the line.
BDS finally started hitting some outside shots, but it was just too little, too late.
Yep. Coach Schroeder bringing in some younger fellows on the bench. Off the bench, I guess I used that. And we should point out, you know, it's going to be just shy of a tournament record with the 38 tonight for Zlazny. He's got 2 more years in this tournament, too.
Yes, he does. He's going to have plenty of opportunities.
And Coach Jason Zlazny going to the bench for Osceola as well.
And these two teams will turn around and play each other next week, February 2nd. This is their regular season game. Tuesday, yep.
And that is at?
Well, let me check here. You'd think I would know, wouldn't you?
Well, that would be the next step there.
It appears that it is at BDS.
There you go. Foul for Rathjen in the backcourt. Needed to get his teammate in there.
18 foul against Osceola. And the sets to line will shoot 1-1. Number 5, Seth Stengel.
Who we got shooting here?
Seth Stengel.
And the coaches coaching to the end. Good opportunity for the younger guys to work on press break, though.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
I mean, the younger guys are usually running everybody else's press break because you're practicing your own, right?
Exactly.
And so now you got to run your own press break. And you get, what do we do, Coach? I don't know.
You know, we have reserves in, so we have maybe some ball handlers that are unsure. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but you know, if there was a turnover and a quick 3, I'm guessing that we're going to see another timeout.
Well,
will we not?
No, BDS is out of timeouts, actually. And BDS is going to say that is it. Osceola is going to win the 21 CRC Tournament Championship. 52-47. Your final count. Whale of a ball game from both teams here tonight.
Yeah, BDS just couldn't get over the hump. They closed within, one a couple times there in the third quarter, and then Osceola pushed it back out to 7 or 8 real quick behind Isaiah Zlazny.
And how about this? The score by quarters. I'm not going to give you the total. I'm going to give you just score by quarters. 7-6, 11-10, 11-9, 23-22. 5-point margin. Just literally, you could go, coaches could go one possession each quarter and find one time to change, and the whole game is different here at the end. Fun stuff, though. Congratulations, Osceola, on your tournament championship. BDS played a whale of a ball game. Heck of a tournament also for the Eagles, knocking off the 1 seed Cross County. A lot of people thinking Cross County could do some damage postseason, and BDS upset them there last night in the semifinals. As they're going to get the runner-up plaque and medals from Shelby Rising City AD Turner Troffels. And here in just a second, the Osceola Bulldogs are going to get their trophies.
Championship plaque and medals go to the Osceola Bulldogs. Congratulations, 2021 champions.
So let's run down the scoring first for BDS. Dalton Kleinschmidt with 3, Tyler Grote with 5. Eli Knoll finishes his ball game excitedly with 18 points. 14 points for Kyle Artisono, 5 from Cameron Hoynes, and
2 for Seth Stink.
2 from Steph Stink. Then on the Osceola side, Wyatt Urbon with 4. Cale Gustafson held in check with the foul situation. He makes some free throws late. 2, 4, 6, and 7 for him. 2 for Carson Watts, and 38 for Isaiah Zelazny. At one point, he had 36, and BDS had 36 there in that fourth quarter. So that tells you how good Isaiah was tonight. He was fantastic. So congratulations again to Osceola for the tournament championship, and now cutting down the fresh nets. We mentioned that before. The girls' games, they always get the old, not the old, but the used nets.
Yes, there you go.
But the guys, they always get to cut down a fresh net. So I want to say thank you to Russ. Hey, first time on the mic tonight. Awesome job, man.
Thank you very much for having me. Let me be part of the ride.
You bet. Also to Jackson and Owen, who switched off with camera and Wirecast. Owen figured out whatever our weird sound thing was at the beginning of that girls' game. I apologize about that again. That was just weird. I don't even know what that was. And congratulations to the Cross County girls and the Osceola boys, 2020 CRC Tournament champions here from Shelby Rising City. Hopefully we'll see you next year at the auditorium in York. My name is Eric Allgood, saying good night from Shelby.